Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, Tama and the Moment That Needed No Words. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't and oppose. Like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. Tama had a habit of waking up before I did, but never in a loud or demanding way. There was no barking, no scratching at the door, no dramatic sighs. Instead, there was just presence. Every morning, before the alarm rang, I could feel it. Tama sitting beside my bed, his small body curled neatly like he had been carefully folded into place. That morning was no different. The light slipped softly through the curtains, painting pale stripes on the floor. Tama sat there, eyes half open, tail resting still. He wasn't waiting for food. He wasn't asking for a walk. He was simply there, breathing gently, matching the quiet rhythm of the room. When I finally opened my eyes, our gazes met. No words passed between us. None were needed. I smiled lazily, still tangled in sleep. Tama responded by slowly wagging his tail once. Just once. Not excited. Not impatient. It was the kind of wag that said, I see you. I'm here. We stayed like that for a while. Me lying on the bed, him sitting beside it, sharing a silence that felt warmer than any conversation. Outside, the city was already waking up. Motorbikes hummed. Someone nearby dragged a chair across the floor. Life was starting to rush forward, but inside that room, time paused. When I finally got up, Tama followed me to the kitchen. He didn't rush ahead or circle my legs. He walked at my pace, step for step, as if we had silently agreed on the speed of the morning. While I boiled water for tea, Tama lay down near my feet, his head resting on his paws. Sometimes I would talk to him. About work. About things I hadn't finished. About worries I pretended not to carry. But that morning, I didn't say anything. And neither did he. Yet somehow, I felt understood. The day unfolded quietly. Nothing remarkable happened, at least not by the world's standards. No big events. No exciting news. Just a normal day at home, filled with small routines and pauses. I worked at my desk while Tama claimed his favorite spot near the window. Every now and then, I could hear the faint tap of his tail against the floor when someone passed by outside. He wasn't barking, just acknowledging the world, then letting it go. Around noon, I felt that familiar heaviness settle in my chest. The kind that doesn't come from a specific problem, but from too many thoughts stacking up over time. Emails unanswered. Expectations unmet. A quiet fear of not doing enough, not being enough. I leaned back in my chair and sighed. Almost immediately, Tama stood up. He didn't jump on me or lick my face. Instead, he walked over slowly and placed his head gently on my knee. His eyes looked up at me, calm and steady. There was no question in them, no concern that needed explanation. Just patience. I rested my hand on his head, feeling the warmth of his fur. His ears twitched slightly, but he stayed still, as if he knew this moment was important. We stayed like that for a long time. No words, no advice, no solutions, just contact. Later that afternoon, we went for a walk. The street was busy, but Tama remained relaxed. He stopped to sniff things I would never notice. A fallen leaf, a crack in the pavement, a scent carried by the wind. Watching him slowed me down. He reminded me that the world wasn't only made of deadlines and worries. It was also made of small discoveries, quiet curiosity, and moments that didn't need to be shared online or explained to anyone else. That evening, as we sat together on the floor, Tama leaned against my side. His body was warm, solid, real. I realized then that some connections don't grow through words. They grow through consistency, through showing up, through simply being there, day after day. That night, the power went out. The room fell into darkness, sudden and complete. The city noises faded, replaced by an unfamiliar quiet. For a brief second, I felt uneasy. Darkness has a way of making thoughts louder. Before I could even move, I felt Tama press closer to me. He didn't bark. He didn't whine. He just leaned his body against my leg, grounding me. I reached down and rested my hand on his back. His breathing was steady, unbothered by the dark. In that moment, something shifted inside me. I realized that Tama trusted me completely. The dark didn't scare him because I was there. And somehow, without realizing it, I had come to trust him just as deeply. We sat there together, wrapped in silence, waiting for the lights to return. But even when they did, the moment didn't break. because the most important connection had already happened, not through words, not through promises, but through shared stillness. Tama's quiet presence taught me something deeply important about modern life. Not every connection needs constant communication. In a world where we are always encouraged to speak, post, explain, and react, Tama reminds me that simply being there can be enough. From Tama, we learn the value of attentiveness without pressure. He doesn't try to fix my problems or rush my emotions. He stays close, offering comfort through consistency rather than solutions. This teaches us that when supporting others, whether friends, family, or even ourselves, we don't always need the right words. Sometimes, presence is the most powerful form of care. Tama also shows us how to live more gently. He pays attention to small details, moves at his own pace, and finds joy in ordinary moments. By following his example, we can learn to slow down, observe more, and reconnect with the simple parts of life that often get overlooked. Most importantly, the relationship between humans and animals reminds us of mutual respect. Animals don't exist just to entertain us. They share space, emotions, and trust with us. When we treat them with patience and empathy, we create a bond that enriches both lives. In silence, Tama speaks, and if we listen, life becomes softer, kinder, and more meaningful.